Hello, this is David Wilcoxon. In this video, I discuss whether the USA is controlled by Israel, as many people on Facebook seem to think so. Here are some examples of what people are posting on Facebook. This one points to the yarmulke of Jewish people, saying they're in control. This meme points back to a statement that was made in 1973 that U.S. Senator J. William Fulbright admitted that 80% of the U.S. Senate is in Israel's hip pocket. This meme points to the Jews controlling Russia, District of Columbia, and the Ukraine. This post says that Israel controls U.S. foreign policy, and that most politicians and conservative media personalities are foreign agents. This one shows President Trump as a puppet of Netanyahu. And this one points to Israel owning both sides, Republican and Democrat, in D.C. Recently, President Trump bombed Iran's nuclear facilities on behalf of Israel, so it makes it seem like Israel controls the USA. The influence is obvious through well-funded lobbying groups and through Jewish people controlling financial companies, the media, Hollywood, and other institutions. But is Israel the controlling entity in the USA? Or is it a front organization for a larger group of people who control the Khazar Jews and the District of Columbia? Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited Capitol Hill for a meeting with House Speaker Mike Johnson and a bipartisan group of senators. He met with President Trump at the White House, where the two discussed the recent military action against Iran and efforts to reach a ceasefire agreement with Hamas in Gaza, which is ironic since it appears that Zionist Israel controls the leaders of Hamas. The Israel lobby certainly has influence in D.C., which has many leaders who have a dual citizenship with Israel. Zionist Ted Cruz said that he ran for office with the purpose of supporting Zionist Israel, which seems traitorous. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee has repeatedly promoted the interest of Israel. And there are many Jews on President Trump's staff, so it's easy to think that Israel is the controlling entity of D.C. And that's exactly how the Jesuit Superior General, the Black Pope in Rome, wants it, as it serves to deflect blame away from the great city of Rome, which is described in Daniel as the controlling entity from Messiah's first advent until his return. Daniel 2 and 7 point to four beast kingdoms: Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome, which endures in power until the end. In Revelation, John picks up the narrative in describing the Satan-empowered leaders of the Roman beast kingdom in Revelation 12 and 13. Revelation 12 describes the pagan Roman emperors, which Satan used to make war with Messiah's ecclesia of saints during 10 persecution periods from Nero until 312 AD. Then Satan used Emperor Constantine to stop the persecutions, as our adversary found out that the more the Messiah's church is persecuted, the faster it grows. Satan used Constantine and the Roman priest to create Romanism, the false Christian religion that has man-made traditions, to seek to defeat Messiah's ecclesia from within. And sadly, it's been very successful, as billions of Catholics have been misled with a false gospel of works through their sacraments and a false intercessor in Mary in the name of Jesus Christ. Satan used the Roman Catholic Church to make war with Messiah's ecclesia of saints during the Dark Ages and Inquisition, torturing and killing tens of millions. This was foretold in Daniel 7:25, Revelation 13:7, and Revelation 17:6. After the 1260-year civil reign of the Antichrist beast popes ended in 1798, the Black Pope took control of the Roman beast kingdom. But he can't rule openly, as people know the evil ways of the Jesuits, who've been kicked out of many countries, including primarily Catholic ones. So he uses the White Pope as the spokesman to gather the world under their authority. The general caused Jesuit professor Adam Weishaupt to create the Bavarian Illuminati, which infiltrated Freemasonry to illuminate the minds of leaders to carry out their plans, which ultimately is Satan's agenda. The Illuminati and Freemasonry are just a few of the front organizations that the Black Pope controls, which carry out his agenda while hiding his power and authority. In the All the World is a Stage video, I talk about many of the front organizations which effectively control the world, such as Opus Dei, the fascist far-right Catholic cult, who is working to set up theocracies, religious-led governments, which serve the popes in Rome. The general in Rome caused the Jesuit Carroll family to help found the USA. We see a major clue in that D.C. was established on the borders of Virginia and Maryland, Virgin Maryland. We see satanic symbolism of a pentagram, hexagram, and Freemasonic symbol in the design of the streets and buildings in D.C. We see that Jesuit Georgetown University was set up shortly after the founding of the USA to train the minds of future leaders. Watch the Secret Destiny of the USA video for more information. We see the Roman fascist symbols, which declare Rome's authority, on top of the Capitol building and in the U.S. House of Representatives. Here's an image from when Jesuit Pope Francis came to D.C. We see Catholic Joe Biden and John Boehner behind him, both who were educated at Jesuit universities. We see a Roman military mace staff, and we see the large Roman fascist symbols, which point to Rome's fascist authority in that place. The Jesuit Superior General controls the city-state corporation of the District of Columbia, which is a separate country within the borders of the USA. Watch the takeover of the USA video to see how the city-state corporation was set up. The general uses D.C. as his war machine to help overthrow countries who don't bow to his authority. After the false flag 9/11 event, which was caused by the CIA and Mossad, General Wesley Clark said this: "We're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq, and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran." It didn't happen in that order or in that amount of time, but you see their agenda. General Clark asked why they're doing this, but he was not told. The reason why is that the U.S. military is controlled by the Jesuit Superior General in Rome and has been used as the bully of the world to overthrow non-compliant leaders. We've witnessed that take place as the U.S. and Israel have helped topple Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and Syria. The USA is not the earth beast of Revelation 13, as the Seventh-day Adventist Church teaches. I believe that the SDA Church was created to hijack the historicist narrative, or they've been infiltrated to do so, as their explanations serve to deflect blame away from the Jesuit Superior General, who leads a worldwide militant army, as they're not pointing to him as the false prophet. They're not pointing to him being used to carry out the vile judgments, which they say have not been fulfilled yet. Watch the Historicism Has Been Hijacked video for more information. The Earth Beast narrative points to the Black Pope rising to power out of the land, out of the earth of the previous Beast Pope, out of the Vatican. Revelation 13:11 describes the 2 leaders, the 2 horns, of the Roman beast kingdom in the end times. The Antichrist beast white pope and the false prophet black pope pretend to be priests of Christ like a lamb, but they really serve Satan, the dragon, to make war with Christ and his saints. Watch the Earth Beast of Revelation 13 and the false prophet and the Revelation 13 Antichrist Beast Popes of Rome videos for a detailed explanation about the Earth Beast of Revelation 13. The general used D.C. to help get the Zionist state of Israel established and support them with many billions of dollars and weapons. The general controls Zionist Israel via Lord Rothschild, who was given control of the land with the Balfour Declaration. It's Lord Rothschild who funded the Israeli Knesset and the Supreme Court building, which has satanic Freemasonic symbolism on it. We see right there the pyramid with the all-seeing eye upon it, and an obelisk in front of it. It's Lord Rothschild, whose image is on some Israeli currency. It's Lord Rothschild who controls the Khazar Jews, who control the media, Hollywood, banking, and finance. Rothschild Boulevard is the primary street in Tel Aviv. On the surface, it seems like Israel controls D.C., but it's really the false prophet, Black Pope, who controls almost every country in the world, as they've used the District of Columbia and Israel to topple countries, to cause them to be subservient to the will of the general in Rome. The Kings of the East in the sixth vial of Revelation 16 video gives a lot of information about the Jews in Israel and about who controls Zionist Israel. When you do research on the protocols of the Elders of Zion, websites like Wikipedia say that it's fabricated text purporting to detail a Jewish plot for global domination. And here's the topic list if you want to pause the video and you can read through it to see what their plan is. Given the titles of the sections, you can see how since its release in 1903, many of those things have been implemented in the world, especially in the U.S. But the protocols were reportedly written by the Jesuits as they used Jews to carry out this agenda, so that the world will blame the Jews instead of the leaders in Rome. Part of the extreme oath of the Jesuits says, "My son, heretofore you have been taught to act the dissembler among Roman Catholics, to be a Roman Catholic, and to be a spy, even among your own brethren, to believe no man, to trust no man. Among Protestants, generally to be a Protestant, and obtaining their confidence, to seek even to preach from their pulpits, and to denounce with all the vehemence in your nature our holy religion and the Pope, and even to descend so low as to become a Jew among Jews, that you might be enabled to gather together all information for the benefit of your order as a faithful soldier of the Pope." To conclude, Israel certainly has great influence in D.C., but the Zionists are a front organization which serve to deflect blame away from the false prophet, Jesuit Superior General, the Black Pope in Rome. If this kind of information benefits you, please like the video, comment, and share it with others, as this helps get it ranked so that others will see the explanations. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified about new videos. That's all for today. Keep pressing on for the glory of our King. I love y'all. Shalom.